Hey guys, my cousin, the one with the giant cucumbers, just ordered his first green stalk, and with that, he used my coupon code Harvest, and Greenstock sent him these shimmer seed trays for free. He got these for free with his purchase, and he gave them to me. So now I have three sets of six. And I also have this seed tray, and so you can carry your seed starters in this. It's neat. Or you can do your harvest. You can do your harvest here. And I love this all in one. Hey guys, I'm finally coming outside now. I think it's about 7 something at night because it was just too hot to come out here earlier. But when I came out, well, actually last night when I went in, I realized we made a few errors, my husband and I. So, first thing I'm going to do while I'm here and while I have some daylight up here, before it gets too late in July, I'm going to go ahead and plant some more broccoli. This is broccoli calabrese. So, I'm going to put them right in this seed tray. I don't have the tag out here, but hopefully I'll just remember. Okay, so again, this is the broccoli seed, and I'm just gonna try to put one or two in each one of these seed trays here. Well, hopefully I did it, and then I'm just gonna cover them up lightly. So yeah, I see them down in there. So these will be my fall, like hopefully October harvest through the winter harvest of broccoli. Because they can survive winter and even the frost in my zone. So I just have to remember to come out tomorrow and put a tag in because everything else has a tag, so I should be fine. And then of course these are the dazzling pink planters that I got from my cousin. I don't know why he didn't want them, but I guess it could be because they're pink. So I asked Mr. Wright would he had done the same thing and if they were pink, and his answer was probably. That makes no sense to me. But nevertheless, I am happy to have them. So I'm just moving everything over because I'm going to take this tray that I just got from Greenstock and I'm going to do a quick harvest, if there is anything ready. I did see some long string beans ready, and that's about it. That's all I saw. And then while I'm at it, I'll be thinking about anything else that I can plant right now because I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more seed starters. I like these much better than the burpee ones. So I'll decide, but I'll ask my sister or one of my cousins or someone, do they want those burpee ones? And also, maybe I can try to do another contest. I'll walk over there and show you when I get to that side of the garden. So one mistake Mr. Right and I made, well really me, day before yesterday, I planted 2 zucchini seeds in this spot right here. And because I didn't have my journal outside with me yesterday, I simply forgot. And I had him plant 4 seed potatoes down here. So I don't know if they're going to come up together. I don't know if the zucchini are too far down. I'm really not sure what's going to happen. I'm just going to wait and see. But in the meantime, tomorrow I will plant more zucchini. So I am going to walk around and do a quick harvest. Mr. Wright was out here earlier today eating these tomatoes. And I'm glad that he likes them. And so that's why yesterday I planted more because these these tomatoes, they only grow. So, back to these orange tomatoes. That was my brother Dave who had to tell me about the spotted lanternfly to kill them if I happen to see any. So I will. And I told him if he ever see any that he should kill them also. So I just saw one, but it got away. It got away just as he was giving me my warning. So I appreciate the warning. So I'm picking off these purple eggplants. These eggplants only grow to the size of a cherry tomato. I have some more in the house too. I just haven't figured out what it is that I can do with them. So first, and then this evil olive tomato. I think this is the evil olive one. So this is what they look like. Well, I didn't mean to pluck it off, but this is what they look like when they start to mature. It came right off, so it must have been ready. But because I wasn't sure if I should take them off green like that, or let them go ahead and ripen like that. But that's it right there. And then look at my watermelon hanging there. There is a few more hanging out around here, but I don't really have that much time. I don't want to look for them because I don't want to lose too much daylight. And I'll get these peppers. They're not quite ready yet either. I do have a lot of them blushing on. Okay, let's see. Oh, let's get these cucumbers. And then I'm going to talk about this green stuff down here on the ground. So go ahead and get this cucumber. I don't want it to get too big. And I kind of like them. Not this immature, but I will eat them. If I'm out here, I will take them off like that and just eat it, but not that hungry. And here's another long bean. Take the whole thing off. I think that is so neat. Look at that. And this is a tomato black strawberry. I'm gonna let that stay on just a little bit longer, but I think that's the prettiest. They're so pretty. So back to this green stalk that's down on the ground. Let me move this. So I've been keeping my eye on the things that are growing in here. Now some of them looks like they like this spot, right? So I had it over there near the garage in a very shaded area, and that's where I grew it at all spring. But I decided that, well, I see that's a Brussels sprout plant right there. But I decided I was gonna let these things grow just a little bit more, just to see what happened. But when everything finishes up down here, that includes those beans and that leaf green stalk, all the things planted in that original green stalk, the beans in that leaf, the beans in that leaf, and the corn in that original. I'm going to take all of these green stalks and put them somewhere around the deck. This deck gets full sun all day long. So, and I don't sit up there anymore. I used to when I was younger. Well, still kind of young, but you know what I mean. And fall asleep and basically get sunburned. So I know some of these things may be much happier up there. So I'll tear that out, and I have another long bean here. I'm going to take off. So I went on, and I have 5 today, but look at that. I got some kind of bug on here. Look at that. I'm going to take it off. Okay, I got it. All right, so, and then these potatoes right here, they look like they're going to be done soon, so we may be getting those off in another week or so. I see that the ground is a little swollen here, so I hope that means that there are lots of potatoes down there, but they're not dead enough for me yet, so I'm just going to leave them down just a little bit longer. And grab these tomatoes. So I was picking cucumbers from here. So I am going to, when I get to the other side, I think I saw a few more. So I'll get those too when I get back over there of this fenced in area. These are all the sweet potatoes that I planted on April 18th. They're not really dead or died back that much, not yet. So I'm not sure if I'm going to leave them down or take them out. I do have more planted, but I just want to be sure. If you guys know, let me know. But see right up here on the top, I don't see any sweet potatoes yet. So I'm going to leave them down. But I don't want them to split in the dirt either. Hey, this is one of those cucumber plants that I planted. I've only taken one off of here. And you see, it's going nicely, but I have lots of flowers. I contemplated taking this cucumber plant out of here, but when I look at the back of some of these female flowers, I do see some cucumbers. So we'll let it live a few more weeks, and then I'll see what happens. I hope I didn't make a mistake and put these green stalks here and block the sun. So I'll see. I'll see what happens. And then I have bush bean plants back here also. And I had said that I was going to take them out and put something else down in here. So what I think I might do is I might let them stay down a little while longer because I don't think I've harvested enough out of there yet, and then I'll see. So I know for a fact nothing is here yet. These bush beans, they're big though, and even this corn, I've only planted like a week and a half or so ago, so I know they're not ready. And all of these, this pot, that box, this pot, those boxes, these are all sweet potatoes, and they do not appear to be ready either. So as soon as Mr. Wright and I get our bearings together, we're going to move all 8 of these potato plants up to the deck. I just want to make sure that I have something to put down underneath of them so that my deck won't get stains, water stains. So I might have to get 8 saucers or 8 something to catch the water, and then they'll be going up. And hopefully we can achieve that before this weekend is out. Look at this grapevine. And you guys know this is my first year doing a grapevine. So there's some bug up there I see, but I'm not going to bother with it today. I don't expect any grapes from this one. This was the last one I put in though. And it's really outgrowing the others. And then this is I believe the second one. And this one is the one with the grapes on it. So I will be surprised to see what happens with this. Just first year. All of them. This one, and one more over there. And this is our newly added peach tree. Just a couple of months ago. And 2 newly added dwarf apple trees. This one is Cortland, called the Cortland, and this little one down here is called the Gala. And of course, these is our king of the bean llamas. So hopefully, flowers. See some flowers on there. I was about to say hopefully it'll start flowering soon, but I do see a couple of flowers on there already. This is the celery. Mr. Wright wants some potato salad. So some little small tiny potatoes that we harvested the other day, and maybe a couple of those red onions. I may go ahead and make him some potato salad, but I need to make that relish first. This is that sweet potato experiment that I put in the 5-gallon water. I just wanted to see if I would be able to see them growing in there. Nothing yet. And then I have a few more here. Lots of leaves, but I cannot see any sweet potatoes yet. see lots of roots and lots of leaves. I hope it's enough space for them to grow in there. If you guys know anything about that, let me know, because I have a few more here too. And I won't be disappointed either, because I didn't buy them. I created them from these existing sweet potato vines that I had here already. I think I also created some slips from two sweet potatoes that I tried to make sweet potato slips from, but those sweet potatoes, I got them from Lowe's. I'll walk over there and show you. But first I want to get the rest of these cucumbers. I'm going to run out of light. I'm only going to get one more. Well, the rest I'll get tomorrow. It's a big one. Actually, I'm going to leave it there. I don't need it. I have boatloads of them in the house, and I don't want them to go bad before I get a chance to use them or eat them. But I might go in there and come in there and get that little small one, because it looks like it wants to yellow. So this is another little small the vine on here is only supposed to grow 3 feet long. This is one of those bush watermelon, 3 to 5 feet. So the vine is growing, but no watermelons yet. And it's growing up here too. And this is one that I have in a pot. I don't know if this is a regular size watermelon or not, but it does have a watermelon on it. Let's see if I can find it. You know, after a while, everything looks the same. Green. I don't see it yet. And then here's another one that I put in the pot. Okay, here's another one. And this one has a watermelon on it also. You see? So, I came in here to get this cucumber because I don't want it to turn yellow. And I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to leave this one. And let's see. I'm going to leave this one. You know that one looks a little weird. Probably didn't get enough water. Supposed to get some rain this weekend. I'll see what's going to happen with it. Let's see. Ooh, what's this? Look at this, guys. Oh, 2 spotted lanternflies mating. It got away before I could grab it and show you, but it was 2 mating. Little nasty things. Better go somewhere. Okay. Let's see. Okay, guys. The flowers fell off of my zucchini. So I'm not sure they're off of this one and another one that I had down in here, there. So I'm not sure if they're going to even continue to grow because of pollination. But I'm going to leave them for now. If they turn yellow, then that's the issue. But there's nothing really planted in this bed. This is some bush beans, and looks like just a couple of bush beans and some sweet potatoes. More sweet potatoes that I threw in here. So these are some climate, I think they're black eyes, and these are more sweet potatoes that I put down in here because I was standing over here. These are the 2 sweet potatoes that I was telling y'all that I got from Lowe's months and months ago, and they're taking so long to produce slips that I started to just take the smallest slip off every time I saw one, even like this, and then I just started just poking them down into the soil, just like what I just did there. And this is what's been happening. They've just been growing wild. I put some here, I put some there, I put some in this green stalk right here. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. And look at that. This is it. And look how big it is. So I've been wrapping it around. And let's see. I put one here. And so I just put them all over everywhere. I put some in the green stalks up front. And I guess I may have some in other places too. but I don't want to get distracted. So it's almost dark. So this is just a check on some things also that I planted here in July. This is some kale, and this is some collards. I planted them at exactly the same time, but those collards are outgrowing the kale. Now, up there on the deck where I have my other brassicas, I may move these things up there until I get ready to plant them because I don't want them to get too hot. But I'm going to take this stick out of here. Okay, I'll come back and deal with that tomorrow. And this is my lime tree. Let's see. I don't see any limes. I don't know. This is my first time growing limes. I don't know, like, the habit of it. I don't know if these little things, let's see. Right here. I don't know if those are flowers. I don't know if it's going to start producing. I don't know anything. So I'm just going to wait and see. But I'm excited nonetheless because there's a lot of new growth on here. And jalapenos. I was going to pick these jalapenos, but I decided to leave them on because it's no problem with letting them get a little bit bigger. And I'm not ready to deal with them. I'm not ready to eat them, and I'm not ready to pickle them. So I'm just going to leave them just for maybe, even if it's just for a few more days. And here's my other cucumber plant. I just planted like 2 or 3 days ago. They're coming up. I think I put 4 down here. So here's one. I gotta take this this thing off of there because once they germinate, they need that light. So I'm gonna put this here until tomorrow. That's why I like to put things in places so that I can remember. And then I have some oregano down here and some bee balm. So this, I was waiting for them to germinate in those cups, and then since they have, I'll be planting those out soon. We're supposed to get some rain either tomorrow or Sunday, so that may be what I wait for, so that once I get them planted, they can get rained in very well. So this is that tomato plant that I had in the shade over there that I was telling you guys about. That was growing lots of green leaves, but no tomatoes. So I moved it over here to a sunnier spot, and it's only been about 2 days now. So I wanted to see if that would have any effect on, fruit production. So I do see a few tomatoes trying to flower there, and basically that's the only place. So I'm going to leave it, and then if it doesn't produce, move it up there to that sunny deck like I'm going to do those other tomatoes in a day or so. So I guess my least favorite part about gardening is weeding. So if I don't dedicate a day or a time to come out here and weed, this is what happens. And this is a blueberry bush, newly planted. But this is what happens. So when I'm walking by and I'm not doing anything else and it's not too hot, I go ahead and try to pull them. So the plants won't have to compete for nutrition. So, and this is a white potato plant. We've been eating these. Actually, I picked some out, and we're going to put them in some oxtails tomorrow. So if I remember, I'll show you a picture of the final dish. This is another potato bag, but I'm not going to harvest it yet. They're still very well alive, so I'm going to leave it. And I see I must have something good going on around here. Got mushrooms growing. Let's see. Is it a worm on the mushroom? See, I don't want to take it away from the worm, but I don't necessarily want them growing all around here either. So looking at these tomatoes, some of them are still green. A lot of them are. So I'm going to leave them. We already have some in the house. I've been vacuum sealing and freezing. And eventually I may start canning, but I still have lots of them in jars already. So, but I know eventually I'm going to have to. So this is what's left of the corn. I'm going to take this out eventually, and I'll show you guys what we did with so much corn. I'll stop the video here, put the corn in, and then come back. This right knows I like corn on the cob.
Ray, your mother-in-law wants you.
So I have more bush tomatoes here, and I realized that this may not be a good spot for tomatoes. I also put some of those sweet potato plants down in there, so we'll see what goes on. So this is one area of my garden. Traditionally and for a lot of years, I have not been able to grow anything here, and I've been trying. I've tried white potatoes, I've tried collard greens, I'm trying tomatoes now, I'm sure I've tried other things too. Nothing will grow there. So, and I do try to improve the ground there, but I've tried onions here, I've tried lots of things here. Just not a happy place. Back to the navel orange tree. This is my first time growing one of these also. I was I was reading a book or reading something about growing navel orange trees. And it said even if you do get, little oranges like this on there, and there's another one, they were saying just like overall on your tree, only about 1% of your oranges actually grow. So if I get one orange, I will be a happy camper. Just one, I'll be very happy. Okay, so of course these are my lemonade colored green stalks, and in all of these I put white potatoes, and in this water thing there I put bunch of onions. And I really didn't want to put potatoes in these, but after I thought about it, I was like, well, these will be ready, and then maybe they'll be ready by like October or something, and then I can go ahead and add my garlic or regular onion seeds for next spring, and then they'll be ready. So while I was walking over there, I did grab 2 handfuls of basil. So these are those these are the burpee containers that I was telling you about, that I have a lot of these now because they were on sale. They still are. I think they're still on sale at Amazon, and I just don't want to be too gluttonous. I said that I'm not starting beans anymore in the house. So I have enough of those green stalk ones up there to manage, and so maybe I have some kind of contest and give those away. And I also have these are lima beans, bush lima beans. I decided to give them another try. The last time I tried to plant these, I think these are bush beans, I have to check, they didn't germinate, but I wanted to use the seeds. And I see this one down here has flowers, so I'm going to put something in there. Oh no, these are top crop. Okay, that's why they look so nice. So these are green beans. I already showed you the progress of the kale and collard greens. And this is cabbage, Brussels sprouts. The lettuce that I planted just a couple of days ago, it has already germinated. These beans, they all germinated. This was that experiment where I put 2 beans in these and only 1 in this tower, but they're germinating as well. Let me turn it. This is that Amazon one. These are those Amazon ones. I was trying to decide if I was even going to keep them. So this is a mandarin orange tree. I read the same research about these. If you do get anything, I got a few. there. The only about 1% actually survive, that the rest drop off. So if just that one survives, I will be very happy. So this is these are beans that I planted, and you see one has a double thing there and two growing out of there. The only things I know that grow like that are those yard long beans. I don't remember putting yard long beans over here, but I'm gonna let them grow and see what it is, see what they turn out to be. I thought I put succotash beans and bald hide beans and let me see what this one says. Oh, black eye, yeah. So I did take one black eye off of there, and here's another one. So somehow they may have gotten mixed up. Now I don't expect much from these. I think they got damaged from that below zero frost that we had back in the spring. So I think I may take these out since I've already reseeded them. This will be another one of my projects, and then I'll decide what I'm going to grow down here. And these tomato plants, they were not producing any flowers. I had a 5-tier original green stalk here for a long time, and it had all those big collard greens in it. I think it was shading out all the sun. I don't think it was getting enough sun, but it looks like they're trying to recover. And maybe the sun is coming this way off of the deck, because you see how they're growing. You see the direction. They're going to find that sun. And of course I have another green stalk here. Maybe this is the one with the lima beans. This one may have the lima beans, but I know that it looks like I put a pepper here. There's a pepper, some marigold, and I know these are onions, chives in it. I know right here I had put a tomato seed in, and I believe I put one in here too. So we'll see how this goes. If I have to move this, I'll maybe move this up to the deck also, but I don't want it to be too junky up there. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and add a trellis for this one so it won't be on the ground. Okay, I got it up off the ground. While I was lifting it up though, a few of the flowers did fall off. So I hope that it's okay, not too angry. And then those beans that I planted in here just a couple of days ago, they're starting to germinate as well. Can't turn this one though because I don't have it on a spinner base yet, but I will put it on one as soon as they come up. Oh, here it is. I have one right there waiting. Of course I have that one down there for these other beans right here. So all in all back here, it's just a matter of me finding the sun, because you see I have so many mature trees. It's very hard for me to find the sun in the summertime. I have no problem in the spring, but in the summer it's rough. It's rough for me, and it's comfortable for me, kind of comfortable, but it's bad for the plants, especially the ones that need full sun. And here's another one of those baby sweet potato plants that I pulled off of those Lowe's purchase. It's still thriving. Big tree, looks good. I think it didn't start growing until I moved that green stalk that was there, and even this pomegranate tree is starting to grow. But I'm gonna take this mushroom out of here. I know it's good. I know they're good. They're helping to decompose all of the wood in here, but I just don't want them growing in there. They can grow. They can have some other places. So this is that kale that I planted here. That walking kale stick. I have 4 in there that have come up, and 5 in here that have come up, which is great. And this is another one of those pots with those experimental sweet potatoes. I have some here. But back to this pot. I knocked this tomato down off of one of my plants, It was a sucker, so I just poked it in here. I don't know if it's going to grow or not. If it does, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, then I'll be more careful next time. And these are those okra plants I had started for someone, and it was so many of them that germinated and survived. He only wanted 2, so I kept these. I don't think I've ever eaten it, but I'm willing to try. But even if I don't like it, I'm sure that I will find someone that will be willing to eat that. And yeah, these tomatoes, they look good. Got a wild grapevine here. Trying to see. You see, that's what I'm telling you guys about the weeds. So one day I'm gonna have to get back there and get those weeds out of there when it's not so hot. And look, there's a June bug on my tomato. 2 of them. I want to squash them. I got it. So I hate to do that, but I don't know what else to do. It's so much hard work. So at least I know that they're dead now, and then the ants will enjoy that. They will enjoy those. So, and I need to get these weeds. They'll come out early tomorrow morning. Get those weeds, and continue my walkthrough. So I saw these weeds a few days ago, and I left them down there. And look, in just that short amount of time, look at how big they are. So this is my harvest for today. I'll take the whole tray in. I was going to leave the tray outside and try to carry everything, but for what? I don't feel like doing that. And this is the one I planted those Christmas pole beans in here. I left them back there in the shade on the deck a few days ago. I forgot about them. I'm almost certain that's why they haven't germinated. So I put them here, and maybe I'll water them tomorrow. And this all needs to be weeded. And over there. But this area that I'm standing in, especially up against this fence, it gets lots of sunlight all day, at least 6 to 8 hours. So I might take even take some of those things I have over there and just put them in here, the pots up against this fence. I'm sure it will be a happy place. They'll be happy there. And this is that trellis that I put here because I was trying to make this arbor look pretty. But this side doesn't get that much sun. I put 2 tomato plants there, and 1 bean plant is starting to climb. And on this side, it look like about 3 bean plants are starting to climb. So imagine when they do start to go over, it's going to be really, really pretty. And here, these are lima beans for the most part. Lima beans. I have some bush tomato plants in here. That's lima bean. And some sweet potatoes. Another one of them little baby sweet potato plants. Another tomato plant. And I have an empty pocket right here. So look like I put another one of those sweet potato plants in here. Here it is. So this is what they look like when I poke them down in here. And then eventually, this is what they grow into. Let's see, go back. They started, and it only takes a few days. Let's see. Here's one. It only takes a few days. So I just wrap it around. But this is a fully sunny spot. This is in the front of the house. So I don't really care. That's why I put them in the green stalk, and that's why I added flowers so that I could kind of like hide it. It could be pretty and no one has to know what's in there. It just looks like flowers or plants, you know. And then of course I have lima beans in here, flowers in here, but also I thought I put some sweet potatoes in here too. Let's see. Yeah, I did. So flowers, sweet potatoes, and green beans. That's what's in here. So on to the pear trees. I'm gonna pick this one up. So they're starting to fall off, but they're also starting to get really big. And of course I can't eat them all. We can't eat them all. Even if I share my children, we cannot eat them all. See these are the big ones. And this is the tree that I'm going to cut all the way back at the end of the season. Probably next month sometime because it's hard to manage. And I'm out here every day picking up pears. Sometimes I pick them up. This one just fell. I take them in the house. They ripen in like 2 days and I eat them. But just a word about pears. They ripen from the inside out. So you can't tell when they're ripe just by squeezing them. It's like a soft spot. If you try to go by squeezing them, they'll feel hard on the outside and be mush on the inside. I got one here. Well, one fell while I was taking the other one off, so this one fell. But I was trying to take this one off because it look like some blossom end rod on it. So in just a few weeks, I'll be out here knocking all of these things off. And I'll be begging people to come and get them because I'm going to feel bad putting them all in the compost bin or in the trash. But if you guys have any ideas, I have 3. This one doesn't have that many on it, but the other 2 do. So you will see on this one, this is the branch with lots of them on there. This branch. So if you guys have any ideas about all these pears, let us know, okay? And then let's see. So I'm just walking to the other side of my house now, and I'm looking at these ground cherries. I always forget about them because this is my first time buying them and growing them. But this is a very sunny spot, and you see I had put one there when it was very small, and I had put one here, one back there, which may not be getting as much sun as these other 3. Let me get that down off the house tomorrow. And then I put some climbing beans here. They're starting to climb over. Very nice. And I put some here. So the ones over here must not be getting enough sun, but they look nice and strong, so I'm going to leave them. But I also put ground cherries in here. And I have another one of these burpee seed trays right here. So I'm going to take around front. Put it there. Around, to the other side of the house. But these beans look pretty good. They're tangled up here, and I'm just gonna untangle them and try to put it in this net so it can continue going over. Okay, I got that one. It's one more tangled up right here on the other side. I'll get it tomorrow. But this side right here, they haven't started to climb yet, so I'm kind of wondering, what did I even put down there? And are they even climbers? Because, or maybe this air conditioning unit, I have it in a pot. Maybe this unit is blocking, but if they're not supposed to climb, I can move this pot to a sunnier spot. So these are razorback. These are black eyes. Yeah, they're supposed to climb. So I'm going to leave them there. But these are the ground cherries. So someone told me that this wasn't going to be enough space for them, but they look happy to me, and I'm not moving them. So it looks like they're starting to form. So you see, they're forming already. So this must be, look, there and there, they're forming. This must be a happy place for them. So the person who told me that I didn't know what I was doing was correct. But I knew something because here they go. I don't see any on these plants right here. Not yet. Oh, I do. I see something. I see some things down there on the stems. They're starting to form. So I've never even eaten a ground cherry, but I don't know. I'm always flipping through YouTube, and it's giving you advice on what you can grow. And so I decided to give it a shot. I'll also put some ground cherries in this pot up here in the front of the yard by these flowers, all these beautiful flowers, because I was trying to hide them. But they're producing also, you see? Let's see if I can show you. So there's one. There's one there. And this one on this plant also. I told my cousin today that I was going to give him one of those 5-gallon water ones with ground cherries in it also, and see what he can do on his. But just checking out, this pear tree is loaded. So when they get ready, guys, if you're in the DMV, I can meet a friend and we can switch seeds or trade, but whatever, and maybe you can enjoy some of this stuff too. Okay guys, any comments, suggestions, please let me know. Okay, thank you for watching.